Hello my beautiful people, I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are. In today's video, this is a highly requested video, but wait a minute, let me put on my stethoscope. So as you can see, if you can tell from the title, in today's video I'm going to be talking about how I got into medicine. Basically, a lot of you guys want to know how I got into medicine, okay? And I went through the comments on most of my videos, and I'm so appreciative of you guys. You guys are engaging in my comment section, okay? So I really love that. So I'm gonna be using this book that I got from Mr. Price. I have questions that I have noted down here so that I can answer and don't forget what I want to say to you guys. I am aiming to keep this video at maximum 5 minutes so that I don't take a lot of your time. So in today's video, let's get into it. Actually, let's start by determining if did I want to do medicine or did I not want to do medicine. Actually guys, I did want to do medicine. That was basically my first choice, even from high school or primary or whatever. I'm not sure if it was suggested to me mostly by my parents and my uncles and stuff like that, but it's something that I've always had in mind, you see. So that was basically my first option when I was applying in all my varsities. And another thing that is going to help you when you want to get into medicine is, if you want to get to medicine, make it your first choice when you are applying in all the varsities. For example, in my varsity, you actually have to put it as your first choice for them to recognize your application as being part of the upcoming medical student in their varsity, okay? So I put it as my first choice, and my second choice was BSc actually, and my third choice was pharmacy. And I remember I was doing grade 12 and I was applying like back and forth, so I actually had someone helping me to apply. The most challenging thing was, you know, paying for the application fees, not knowing whether they're going to be taken or not. And so basically that was like one of the challenging things that I had encountered money wise, right? Because like, you know, situations at home are not the same. So anyways, we are not there. I applied for 3 different courses, my first one being medicine, and I did not get chosen for medicine actually guys. So what had happened was I was chosen to do BSc actually, and because in most of the actually I applied in I think I did apply in Stellenbosch. I also did apply in UP. For UP, I applied for BSc and pharmacology. I don't remember very well. And then the other varsity that I applied in was in Rhodes University. I did apply for pharmacy. And Wits, I applied for medicine. I also applied for BSc. On Wits, they put me at waiting list for BSc and they rejected me for medicine. And I remember reading their email. It was something about NSFAS and my funding and blah blah blah. Cool. And then at Rhodes actually was a late response. Like they responded back to me that I got accepted for pharmacy, but that was after I had accepted my response. That was after I had accepted an application from Walter Sisulu University, which is where I am currently doing my medicine, okay? So my intent basically initially was to go do BSc in WSU. I was going to do BSc because I had accepted, okay, these universities didn't take me for medicine, so rough times. And I just convinced myself, it means I'm going to do it means I'm going to do BSc. And then after doing BSc, I thought that I am going to basically you know, the credit thing, do credit and then change to medicine. And mind you, at that point I don't even know how all of that is going to happen. I just wanted to see myself in varsity. Like that's basically what I wanted to see, where I wanted to see myself at. And I remember going to Eastern Cape, guys. It was everything was just new. Like when you go into varsity, I was Guanto, you don't know the people you're gonna meet, you don't know the place you're gonna be at, you don't know the room you're gonna live in. And I was already skeptical about coming to WSU. So and I was like, I don't want to stay at home. I don't want to be asking money from my mom and dad every day, like being on their face, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, it's okay, I'm just gonna go to WSU. and then do a BSc, and then I'm going to go back and credit to and enter into medicine. Fortunately, like, I don't know what happened, I don't know who convinced who, but hey, things changed. On my way to coming to WSU, in my mind I have accepted everything. I'm going to do BSc, and then my status changed and they told me that I am provisionally accepted to do medicine. Yeah, that was a shock. Like, that was a shock. That was a shock for me, and even my sister. I was so excited. Like, I was like, oh my god, you guys. Like, it's basically like, you know, when you think of, oh, I'm gonna start with this course and then go to my final course, it is quite draining to think of. And like, you actually, like, even if you have no choice, right? And I commend everyone who's basically doing all the journey. You guys are like, you are so resilient. Okay, so that's what I actually did, and I got accepted into medicine. And like, because my status changed and we were traveling by bus, so if you're traveling by bus from Gauteng to Eastern Cape, it's gonna take you plus minus 12 hours. So I had probably a lot of time to process, you know, my happiness and my excitement for everything. Yeah. And when I got to WSU, I then registered to do medicine. But obviously, guys, it did not start there. Like, that's not how it started. You basically have to be dedicated in your schoolwork. I know this is so cliche. It is cliche, but there's no way about it. Like, it's just like that. You just have to be. Yay. Because I started noticing, OT, your marks are very important, especially your grade 11 and then your grade 12, because you use your grade 11 to apply. Some varsities rejected me because of my grade 11 report, and I was like, I need to make sure that my prelims are good. When I was doing grade 12, I was like, I need to make sure that my math is good, I need to make sure that my life science is good. Oh yes, so the subjects that I chose for me to actually get to medicine, I did physical sciences, I did mathematics, I did geography, I also did physics, and as well as life sciences. I'm not sure if I'm repeating those subjects, but yeah, most of the time those are the subjects that they require for you in most universities for you to get into medicine. I'm not sure if things are changing now and maybe you can credit it to other courses, but those are the subjects that I did that enabled me to be where I am today. And yeah, and then another thing is your grade 11 report. You apply in most varsities with it, so it also needs to be good. And then as well as your grade 12 report, it also needs to be good. And also when you get to grade 12, if you're struggling with applications, don't suffer alone. There's basically a lot of companies that you can contact. I got to be helped by Grades Match. I'm gonna put their name here and their logo. Grades Match is basically a company that came to my high school, and they actually offered to apply for us. I didn't know about WSU. I didn't know. These people applied for me in WSU. So if it wasn't for them, I wasn't going to be here. I'm not sure if that makes sense. If it wasn't for Grades Match company and applying for me in all of these varsities, I actually applied on my own in 3 varsities, but then they actually applied for me in George University, in NMU, and WSU. So they applied in a lot of varsities for me. So these companies help. Don't struggle alone. Ask everyone, ask where to apply, and ask who can help you with applications fee and what do you need to apply, you know. And yeah, guys, I think that pretty much basically explains how I got into medicine. If you guys have any questions, I am also willingly, yeah, I'm willing to answer your questions. And the next question is, what is my university? I think I basically have said that while I was explaining everything. I am in Walter Sisulu University. It is located in Eastern Cape, specifically in Mthatha. And Walter Sisulu University, I realized that when I was going there, I didn't know it. So actually a lot of people don't know WSU. And I don't want to answer my upcoming question, so let's go to it. And how is the university as a whole? So I can basically speak on the perspective of my course, the course that I'm doing in WSU, and I can only say so much about it because, like, I'm not sure about the other courses and what they're going through and the struggles that they have, but what I can say is medicine at WSU is good. They do teach you, basically gain more practical here, which I am so grateful for. So medicine at WSU is good, that's what I can say. But there are problems. Obviously, you always have strikes, like they don't miss. Every year there's a strike here. And another problem that we have, basically, they also have problems with accommodations. So however, for the past 2 years they have been trying to fix the accommodations. You have new accommodations on camp. You have KTC and Intinga. Those ones are nice. Like basically now they are so nice. So they were fixing residences the past 2 years, and I commend them for that. Yes, thank you. So that when like new students come, basically they get the best experience. Because when you are a new student at a varsity, like my babe, you want soft life, not to struggle. Yeah, and then you also have off-campus residences, which are also good. They're also getting better. But another thing that you need to know when you're coming here, it's basically Eastern Cape. It's not Joburg, it's not City Life. That's what you need to know. You do have a few, you can count the number of restaurants that you can go to, number of places you go to. So it's not really a versatile place. If you're an outgoing person, someone who likes to go party, chill, go out with friends, there's limited places to go. That's also one thing I would have loved to know before coming here, because I found myself going to the same places over and over again, which is not nice. We also have a similar curriculum to other varsities when it comes to medicine, but it's different from theirs as well. And probably, yeah, there's a difference that we have, but we actually get a lot of exposure when it comes to practical stuff. We go to hospitals early to get a hands-on on the patients and everything. So I also appreciate that, because like you get to be confident on your diagnoses, you get to be confident when you're coming to like talk to patients and take history from patients and management of patients, yeah, and all of that. So yeah guys, this is basically all I have on how I got to medicine. Please, if I didn't clarify anything properly, you guys are more than welcome to comment on my on this video. You can comment on this video. And by the way, good news, this year I'm doing final year. I am so grateful. Oh, if I could just go to God and kiss him and hug him. This is like, wow, I literally cannot believe, yeah, I am basically in my final year in medicine. And I'm literally counting months. This is basically April. I think we're starting April, and it's probably 9 months left before the end of the year. I'm like, imagine. God is good, guys. Wow, God is good. So yeah, if you haven't followed me, you can start following me now. Like, this is the best time ever, because you're going to experience everything with me until I become a doctor. And yeah, stay tuned for the next video. I think I'm gonna be posting a vlog. But anyways, love you guys to the moon and back. Thank you for listening to me, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.